he wants Kylian Mbappé, and it would be embarrassing if Kylian Mbappé doesn't go to Real Madrid. For people that I see, oh, if Mbappé goes to Real Madrid, Vini Jr.'s chances to win the Ballon d'Or are less. Mate, of course they're less. But doesn't Vini Jr. want to win more Champions League? Doesn't he want to win? He does. People, wake up. The Galácticos are back, people. Vinicius Jr. is 23. My lineup predictions for next season. I'm going to be talking about that in this video. But before I get to it, please like this video for more topics, specific topics like I'm doing now about Real Madrid. I'm about to go bold. Real Madrid are going to start next season with revenge on their minds. Real Madrid is a winning team, and they lost 4-0. To Man City. That's their last memory in the Champions League. And they finished La Liga 10 points. 10 points from Barcelona that won La Liga. So they gotta do better. And they will. They will. And Real Madrid, this transfer window, I'm gonna say, I think Real Madrid is the best team in this transfer window this summer. They're signing great players at great prices for Real Madrid. The impact of Arda Güler. People are saying, oh, he didn't cost 17.5 like his release clause says. But Arda Güler is going to have a huge impact for Real Madrid. People are going to watch Real Madrid because of this kid. Second most liked post ever of a transfer on Twitter, Arda Güler. He surpassed Messi to PSG news. Only Ronaldo to United is ahead. Arda Güler effect. The Turkish fans. Oh my days. But going back to football, Joselu is an upgrade from Mariano Diaz. Brahim Diaz is now there. JUDE Bellingham. Florentino Pérez managed to convince the most attractive youngster, okay, wonder kid for the Premier League teams. Every Prem top team wanted JUDE Bellingham. Yet, he chose Real Madrid because of the heritage. A great decision by JUDE Bellingham. Just like Arda Güler, I love them having dinner together because they're going to go bold in the future. I believe in those two kids. A lot of new transfers, like I'm just saying, but the culture of Real Madrid, I think it still remains. A big exit. Karim Benzema, former captain of Real Madrid, went to Al Ittihad, and Nacho Fernandez is now the captain of Real Madrid. Over 15 years at the club. Modric, second captain, 11 years at the club. Carvajal, over 10 years. And you have even Toni Kroos, that is 9 years at Real Madrid. 4 captains that are over 9 years in this club. Culture. Look at the young guns learning from this. Wow! And mentioning young guns, I just want to say big credit to Florentino Pérez. Yes, one of the best presidents ever in the history of football. And to Calafat of Real Madrid. When this man is in the transfer news, Real Madrid signed a player. JUDE Bellingham, Vinicius, Valverde, any player that I see Calafat's name in the news that he's met, Real Madrid never miss. Calafat is that guy, and I have to give big credits to him. And La Fábrica, do not forget La Fábrica, because you have Alvaro Rodriguez, you have Sergio Arribas, and António Blanco. 3 players from La Fábrica that can have an impact next season for Real Madrid. And the academy, La Masia is better, but La Fábrica does give guarantees for the future too. Great players come from there. And don't forget, if you can remember, a baller from La Fábrica, remember Paulo Iago, okay? I'd compare a bit like Bernard Silva type player. Very technically drifted. Vision, great. And in my opinion, definitely top 3 talent in La Fábrica right now. And Nico Paz, I like him. And even Toni Kroos has said, this guy should be training more with us at Real Madrid. So Nico Paz and Iago, remember the names. And mentioning, okay, La Fábrica, I just want to give a special request to Florentino Pérez or anyone of Real Madrid. If they're watching this, it's a dream. Please go and get Fresneda. Why am I saying this? I know Real Madrid have, for this season, Carvajal and Lucas Vázquez for right back. 2 players that give guarantees, okay? But get Fresneda to learn. Experience from Carvajal. Just like you got Fran Garcia for the left back, get Fresneda too. That has been in La Fábrica, just like Fran too. 2 former La Fábrica talents like Fran Garcia. And imagine Fresneda now joining Real Madrid. That would be a beautiful story. And they would cost, Fran Garcia was 5 million. I think they could get Fresneda for like 10-15 since Valladolid got relegated. So please, Real Madrid, get Fresneda and Fran Garcia, players that understand the culture of Real Madrid and their top Spanish fullbacks. Again, less than 25 million for these two levels. And in the future, I believe if Mbappé goes to Real Madrid, that I really believe it's this summer or the next one, it's definitely happening. Hakimi, his bro, Hakimi's definitely going inevitably to Real Madrid, a former player that was at La Fábrica too. So let's imagine Real Madrid in the future managed to get this. Hakimi at right back and Fonzie, that was speculated this summer that Fonzie was interested, and having these two talents, Fran Garcia and Fresneda too. Fonzie, Hakimi, Fresneda, Fran Garcia. A list of under 24 fullbacks, all ballers. Champions League for the next years. That's elite, man. That's elite. And the main topic of this video, of course, it's Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé has already expressed that PSG is a divided club. It's very hard to get a Ballon d'Or. He's expressed that. But Mbappé had a chance to get the Ballon d'Or. If he had won the World Cup with France, and if he had performed maybe later in the Champions League, Mbappé would maybe have the Ballon d'Or. Because in terms of skill, I agree, Mbappé is the best. Mbappé is the best, but Haaland is the best goal scorer in the world. And he won a European treble. So he right now is ahead in the Ballon d'Or. But I understand Mbappe's head. He says, I am the best player. And to show that, being at Real Madrid would be much, much easier because you would be the favorite for the Champions League, like I'm always saying. Florentino Pérez, what that man wants, he gets, okay? That's his mentality. And he wants Kylian Mbappé, and it would be embarrassing if Kylian Mbappé doesn't go to Real Madrid this summer or the next one. It's the worst kept secret in football right now. Kylian Mbappé to Real Madrid. So get it done. He must get it done, Florentino Pérez, for his reputation. Vini Jr. at Real Madrid has 59 goals, 64 assists, and 9 trophies at the club. He turned 23 this week. Legend already, and top 3 in the Ballon d'Or. Guaranteed. He must be top 3 in the Ballon d'Or. For people that I see, oh, if Mbappé goes to Real Madrid, Vini Jr.'s chances to win the Ballon d'Or are less. Mate, of course they're less. But doesn't Vini Jr. want to win more Champions League? Doesn't he want to win? He does. And Rodrygo, Mbappé, and Vini Jr. is a bold trio. And Vini Jr. knows he'd be the favorite next to Man City, of course, to win the Champions League. And imagine, in sales of t-shirts, Vini Jr. number 7, Mbappé number 9, and Rodrygo number 11, JUDE Bellingham number 5. It just makes sense for it to happen. People wake up. That's what Florentino Pérez wants, because that's the dream of every Real Madrid fan. And they seem to get it more often than anyone. And something that last season it's not I didn't like. I love Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos has 9 years at Real Madrid, and he's one of the most underrated midfielders in the world, in the history of football. Müller and Toni Kroos, 2 Germans. But Toni Kroos, and he's going to retire at Real Madrid. Another huge respect. Toni Kroos respects the club, the heritage, and the Casemiro, Modric, and Toni Kroos midfield will be remembered as one of the best ever in football. But I would like to see a bit more Tchouaméni. I would like to see a bit more Tchouaméni because Tchouaméni comes with the expectation of replacing Casemiro long term. And that 6th role would be very important for it to be done the right way. So Tchouaméni, high expectations. Just play like you play with Mbappé for France. Like, are you waiting for Mbappé to be at Real Madrid for you to play world class? Literally, it was Tchouaméni by himself in the French national team. No Pogba, no Kanté, Tchouaméni was there. So be that guy at Real Madrid. Again, Galácticos are back. They have the pieces, people. Fede Valverde, so many people disrespect Fede Valverde. Florentino Pérez knows he has to keep a player like him. He loves the club. He understands the football heritage of Real Madrid, Fede Valverde. And he is one of the most complete, not just midfielders, players in the world. He can do everything. And if Mbappé doesn't come this summer, he has a very important role playing on the wing too. I believe he's going to be asked to do that a lot more, just like Arda Güler too. I'm hyped. Again, Arda Güler, the vision, the playmaking, he's 18. believe in the talent that we'll learn with Luka Modric, that we'll learn with Toni Kroos, even Brahim Diaz. Real Madrid are different this season. And a lineup that I think, the defense of Real Madrid next season, I think it'll be Courtois. I think it'll be Fran Garcia. I hope Fran Garcia manages to lock in that left back because he's really good. He can impress. But better than Mendy, maybe. Better than Mendy. And then, definitely starting Militão and Alaba. And at the right, I believe Carvajal will still have that spot. But sai Fresneda. Those will be the starting 5 players in defense, in my opinion. Midfield, I do think we're going to see a lot of games in La Liga. A midfield of Real Madrid with Kroos. He's not going to take Kroos, okay, for the number 6, Ancelotti. He loves Toni Kroos. So we will be seeing a lot. Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Jude Bellingham in the attacking midfield role. He's going to be asked a lot because he wants a lot. He wants to win a Ballon d'Or one day. Imagine if Jude Bellingham manages to get the World Cup for England. Jude Bellingham wins a World Cup for England as the main player and wins the Champions League 2 at Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham one day with a Ballon d'Or. He's 19 people. And he's got that winning mentality made in Birmingham and number 5. Elite. I'm so excited because literally, if Jude Bellingham works out this season, this next season, if Jude Bellingham works out, Luka Modric and Jude Bellingham midfield will be remembered because they have to compete against Pedri, Gundogan, Frenkie de Jong, Gavi, great midfielders. Respect the opposition because they won La Liga. And Jude Bellingham has to win a league. He lost it at Dortmund right at the end. I understand he was injured on the bench and he had an important role all season, Jude Bellingham, but he didn't win the league with Dortmund. He now wants to win La Liga, Champions League, every single trophy Jude Bellingham wants to win. And with these players, Kroos, Nacho, Modric, over 9 years of history at this club, that will happen most likely. And I want to leave a question to everyone down below. Will the Mbappé deal really happen in your opinion this summer? And my other question is, if Ancelotti goes to Brazil, that I believe it will happen, who's the manager? Who's the next manager? Will Zidane return to Real Madrid in the manager role? Nagelsmann, I don't know. Go bold in the comment section. And look, I'm sweating because the possibility of Mbappé, Vini Jr. and Rodrygo Goes together is bold. It's bold. But do not forget to like this video too and go bold in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you for going bold in another video, people.